Games are so subjective upon their context that one man's horror could be another man's comedy. Overall, I'm actually going to talk about something because today is the first video in the month of terror. Thanks, caddicraus. Arr. So we're going to talk about the first video, which is 5 things that scare me. Well, 5 things that still scare me or have scared me. There's going to be a few rules to this, so once we roll past the intro, and once I finish watching this, we're going to talk about them. And, Hey people, Memory Card here, and we're going to be talking about the top 5 things that scared me or have scared me. Now, this is in celebration for the one thing I'm doing tribute to my favourite YouTuber, caddicraus with the month of terror. So we're going to talk about the 5 things, but there are rules to this. There is a set of rules, like any top stuff I'm going to do, there is set rules. 1, if it's a movie, book, or game, it's 1 per franchise. It doesn't matter what context it's in or how it's published. If it's Five Nights at Freddy's, I can't really cover the Five Nights at Freddy's book or the spin-off movies or fan movies. Yes, there are going to be some fan stuff probably in this, so you're going to have to make leeway the fact that it's not official stuff I'll probably be covering, or if it is, but that's a wee subtext rule. Rule 2, it's my opinion upon what has scared me. Like, for example, Resident Evil's original zombie reveal. That scared me when I was a kid. It doesn't scare me now, but it has to be something that did get me or still gets me to this day. It's subjective to me whether or not it gets you or you guys can relate to it. It's my opinion, please don't be arses about it. Rule 3, that's pretty much a continuation of what I just said there. If you're going to be a dick about it, don't be. It is a top 5. If you guys have someone to sort of say, oh, but this was scary and Saints Row when you became a zombie, whatever, you can tell me if you were scared by this one thing, whether it's this video or some other stuff, tell me, but don't be that person go, you're wrong for this opinion, blah, 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 blah. Because it's what we do. This is why we do these videos. So we're going to crack on into the first 4, and then we're going to do honorable mentions, then I'm going to do my one thing that still scares me to this day. Anyway, let's crack on. Yes, I know, this starts off the list very tame and not very scary, to be honest. It's Metal Gear 2, the codec call between you and Colonel Campbell. Well, yes, it is Colonel Campbell, but it's an AI, we all know this. However, when you've been playing the game straight on the very release day, getting to this point where it's late at night, and finally you get this codec call.
Raiden, turn the game console off right now.
What did you say?
The mission is a failure. Cut the power right now.
What's wrong with you?
Don't worry, it's a game. It's a game just like usual.
You'll ruin your eyes playing so close to the TV.
Yeah, you kind of poop your pants a bit and then want to go sit somewhere because hell, that really disturbed you. It adds to the plot, which is really good, but at the same time, it really threw me through a loop when it happened, along with all the visual effects happening at the same time. Silent Hill 2. Now, this one, I'm just putting it under all of it. Silent Hill's actual meaning behind the whole idea of the mountain town. This is a personal hell. This is not something that you really want to go to. That the whole entire story of Silent Hill 2 is a personal tormented story, and by the end of it, the reflection upon Silent Hill, the town, upon the character, resonates as a personal torment, a little version of, and from that, it's his own torture for what he has done throughout the story. If you haven't played Silent Hill 2, or let alone even read into the story, it's well worth the read because it's by far one of the best Silent Hills, especially with the wee mental twists at the end. Overall, the whole entire story did scare me quite a bit. It's hard to pick one bit, so it's a bit of a cop-out again, but the whole of Silent Hill 2 got this part. So you made it past the first 2. If you like them, well, let me know by hitting that like button, but that's a little bit of plugging there. But does anyone else think that Detective Pikachu looked a bit like Nightmare Fuel? Look at that face. Yeah, I can hear the souls of the damned in that. I know this list comes as a surprise where I've said it's shocking moments or moments that have made it scary. Doki Doki Literature Club has actually quite a number of shocking parts, whether it's poor Sazori hanging herself, Monica deleting your file and doing the scary face of your live casting, to even the subjectual tones of the whole entire story, because there's quite a lot it deals with, whether it's suicide, self-harm, abuse, to even just a yandere kind of simulator itself. Even though Yandere Simulator is actually quite a disturbing game itself, this game has quite a few moments, and the first moment that really scared the crap out of me, that this game is not normal. It still presented itself off as tackling tones, and eventually when I got to that famous scene that everyone will get to, with Sazori hanging there and the game not being shy, showing something like that, and being shy to go there, and then the avalanche of stuff that happens afterwards, and the crazy roller coaster this game is for a free game. I do suggest downloading it, but warn you of all the dark tones in it. But that scared me quite a bit because I thought it was going to do a blackout screen and like stuff like that. But when I saw the actual picture of Sazori dead hanging there, wow. Yeah, just wow. There's reasons I'm actually not showing that picture in this review, to be honest, because it's one of the disturbing scenes from the whole entire game. So that was number 3. This was pretty damn scary, mainly because it caught me off so bad. It presented itself as a visual novel, and my friends were like, "Oh, play it, you like it." It had a lot of dark stuff and a lot of stuff that I wasn't expecting, and quite frankly, some stuff I did freak out of. But it did remind me a bit like Metal Gear 2, but overall, let's continue this. Minecraft's Herobrine. Now, yes, it's not an official part of Mojang's release or Minecraft at all. It was actually a community icon and creepypasta that created him. You can mod him into the game and all sorts, but however, the idea of this enemy, this entity being in the game scares me, and actually relate ideas to the Enderman effectively, which are in their own term very scary. There are a lot of stories, what is Herobrine, and if you go looking in the Wikipedia, yeah, there is some really dark stories that follow it. Herobrine is probably a very scary entity to deal with, along with the idea that it will stand there and watch you from afar and not ever come close. It'll be like those lovely little ghost things in Mario Galaxy. That's the kind of scary levels that I think Herobrine is. Now, if I'm wrong on Herobrine, please let me know, but it's one of the things that is very scary, and I like to call him Steve instead of Herobrine because it's a silly name. I know the idea of Steve was a bit of a cop-out, and quite frankly, yeah, I'm sorry about that, but Minecraft did have an enemy who was going to be very scary to deal with. Not like Enderman where you see them punch them or whatever, but I'm not a big fan of Minecraft. I do like the idea of Sky Factory, Tech It and all that stuff, but when it comes down to having enemies you gotta be scared of, that one's quite terrifying to deal with. PT. Now, it's a shame this is never going to get made. It's actually quite a shame that such genius minds as Gail DeTarmo and Hideo Kojima actually came up with this little beautiful slice of a playable teaser, and it just will never get made because Konami, etc. la 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 la. But this game, if you can still play it or find gameplay footage of it, it is scary to even watch other people experience it, due to the fact that it's so eerily quiet, eerily loops on itself, it eerily continues to hound you, that there's something chasing you, that you got to run, that you got to be scared, that you're going to die. And there's little things that constantly pick away at you for something that is, yes, copping out, it's a Silent Hill, but not really a Silent Hill. It is a game in its own entity because this Silent Hill never get made and is a playable teaser. That's how I'm getting through that loophole of a rule. Ha, suck it. So overall, PT is the most scary thing to encounter, especially when this happens. Yeah, Yeah, that's scary when you don't know when that's coming. You dawdle around doing nothing, and you see her in the dark above you, around the corners, peeping through a door. You bet that made a very jarring, scary experience I've ever had playing a video game. That was true terror at its finest for me. Well, there you have it, people. There was the final one in the list of things that scared me. Some of them might have related to other ones. You might just be a bit like, what the hell is he on about? Or you might have seen them coming. Anyway, people, so that's the first video of 4. I hope you've liked this so far, and I hope you're looking forward to a lot more. I don't know what the next video is going to be, but I do know what the final one is. So I hope you do stick around for the next video. Till then. Hey people, thank you so much for watching. Now, I know it's a different angle because I can't be bothered actually getting up out of my seat. Yes, this is actually part of my setup. I actually do like this a lot. This is my workspace, and yes, that is my other workspace, and yes, that is my bed over there. But overall, this is something good. I hope you have enjoyed the different angles. No, I'm not trying anything funny. This is me trying something a bit different, bringing it a bit serious at the same time. Please like, subscribe, and all that. This is one of 4 videos of the Month of Terrarrrr. Hope you have enjoyed this. I really do, because sharing these things that you kind of go, my God, you were scared of that. My God. You know, just tell me what you think that scares you. I mean, like, my wall of pops might scare you, but I don't care. Because I'll be like, oh my God, this scares me. Okay, cool. I do have Twitter. I do have, I was about to say Twitch, but I don't really have Twitch. I've got Twitter, I've got Facebook, and I have a YouTube channel. Just talk to me, like, subscribe, follow me if you want. I'm really trying to use Twitter a lot more. I'm thinking of Discord again. Tell me if you think it's any good. So, other than that, I do hope you like that, and God knows what the next video will be. But it'll be something Halloween related and something you might like. Until then.